I was on a bus up here about 6 months ago, and a guy got on. He put his money in. The bus driver said, "How much is that?" And the guy said, "It's £1.70. How? In Glasgow, how means why. I don't know why that is. You don't say £1.70, why. You say £1.70, how. You don't ponder why, you demand how. He said £1.70, how? And the driver said, "Well, it's £1.85 for a single." And the guy said, "It was £1.70 yesterday, you fucking dick." Classic negotiation tactics. But the driver held his nerve and he said, "Well, it's £1.85 today, you fucking dick." It was good. So on public transport, you see a battle of the wits like this. And the guy just lost it. He said, £1.85. I don't want to buy the fucking bus. He's doing that sort of appealing for witnesses. And it goes on, and the guy starts punching the bit of perspex to get to the driver. And over years of taking the bus, I have familiarised myself with the onboard safety instructions. When a guy kicks off with a driver, don't even fucking look, just turn, look out the window, stare at the chewing gum, and go to a happy place. Have a bit of me time. I wonder how many fish fingers I've got in the freezer. I'm pretty sure I seen there were 3. I need to stop eating odd numbers of fish fingers. That was inevitable. There was going to be 3 left. Now what the fuck am I going to do with 3 fish fingers? That's not a lunch or a tea. That's just no man's land. I'm going to have to have one of their Tuesday night dinners when you put a gammon steak and then just chuck the 3 fish fingers on as well. Something in combo. Wherever you go in your happy place, you start to find that you get to know yourself. I looked at the window and there was a stationery shop. I never knew I liked stationery until that minute. I just looked there and going, "That's a fucking great deal on rubbers." When was the last time I rubbed something out? I might go in there, buy their rubbers. I might buy a pencil, sharpen it, a nice new pad, nice sharp pencil, write my name, and then just fucking rub it out. By the time I'd come back in for a landing, this situation had been resolved. A good Samaritan had put the extra money in just to get the bus moving, and the guy was on. He'd made it. Everybody's bracing themselves. Where's he going to sit? It's quite a quiet bus. I was going, fuck. The guy's on. And it was then I realised that I was sat in the seats that are designed for conversation. You know, the seats that face in opposite directions for people looking for stimulating debate with like-minded folk on the world's big issues. Speaker's corner, that's where I was sat. And the guy, he came in and sat right opposite me. He never recognised me, oblivious to the fact he was sitting opposite Kevin. Never fucking... And the boss is pulling away. He's not going to a happy place. He's looking at that stationery shop. I might go in there and buy a pencil, sharpen it and stab him in the eye, the fucking wanker. The boss is going on, and he started talking to me. He said, "Where are you going, mate?" And I said, "I'm just going to meet my mate at the cinema." And he said, I've not been to the cinema in fucking ages. Right? And I said, "Oh, all right." Because they're struggling for small talk, you need to keep it going. You don't want the guy thinking you're being ignorant. I just said, "Oh, all right." And he said, "Do you ever see that movie, Social Network?" That's what he asked me. And I said, "Oh, the movie about Facebook." And he said, "Correct." As if you survived that fucking round. He said, "That Mark Zuckerberg, he's worth billions, mate." And I said, "Oh, I can imagine." And he said, "How?" And I said, well, he's the owner of Facebook. And he said, aye, but how does that make money, mate? It's fucking free. And you don't laugh, the onboard safety instructions tell you to do not. In order to avoid a punctured lung, keep your face firmly. Keep your face firmly on screensaver mode. Just. He said, if I was in charge of Facebook, mate, I'd be saying fucking quid a go. It gave me a small sense of hometown pride when I realised the guy was serious. Small sense of hometown pride that there must be very few places in the world where Mark Zuckerberg would be offered financial advice from a guy who was 15 pence short for a sign. Fucking bastard. I moved it. I got on the property ladder, bought myself a nice wee flat. I've never viewed a property in my fucking life, but I was needing a bit of advice. My dad, he volunteered himself as the property expert. He said, if you're going viewing places, son, I'm going to come with. Because what will happen is you'll walk into a nice wee flat, you'll get excited. The guy who owns it will see you're excited. Then the fucking price goes up. Whereas me, poker face. He's never viewed a property in his life. My dad's been in the same council house his whole fucking life. You don't go and view a council flat. You don't get a survey or a home report done. You just get told, that's where you're going to live now. Get fucking in. But he's volunteered himself as a property expert. Me and him are rocking up there. If you're this guy's gaff, me and him like fucking Colin and Justin walking up. My dad's going, poker faces. We never even get into the guy's house. And my dad had dissolved. Just going, look, that car's got a valid tax disc. I've got a few quid up here. Get a wee photograph of that, son. I remember watching a Danny Dyer documentary about the old firm. And it was good to see somebody like him. Danny Dyer, he's the prick's prick, isn't he? Good to see him. No, some nights you just flick through the channels and you see he's on Britain's Most Deadliest Men, him talking to some big wall puncher. Guy's going, I'm the kind of bloke, if you don't mess with me, I'll be alright, but if you mess with me, I'll fuck you up. Danny Dyer's going, can I be your friend? He done a special on football rivalries, and he was outside Ibrox in the morning of an Old Firm game, and he's talking to the camera. This guy made me laugh. He's going Celtic and the Catholics and Rangers and the Protestants. I'm outside the stadium on Old Firm Day, one of football's most deadliest rivalries. I'm here outside the stadium on match day, and I'm not afraid to say, I am fucking shaking. There's people walking behind him, just waving at the camera, going... It's like 10:30 on a Sunday morning. He's going, I'm a fucking tough bloke. I've seen some stuff, but today, I'm fucking petrified. The guy walks behind him with a bacon roll and a cup of tea. He shouts, come on, Rangers. He's going, it's fucking kicked off now. I would like a celebrity these days. I would like that, a bit of celebrity culture. I'm the same. I watch these fucking chat shows with all these plant pots like Nicole Scherzinger and Nicki Minaj and Madonna and all these people just... I've been on chat shows with these fucking types. None of them going just that... Yeah, that's self-absorbed. I would love to host a chat show. I've been thinking about this. I'd love to host a chat show. I would call it Did Ye? Aye. Because that is the only thing I think when I watch these people, that self-absorbed, just lack of humility when they start whinging. Yeah, you know, man, after the incident, which I'm not prepared to talk about, I guess I disappeared into a bad place. You know, I went to a dark place and I didn't even know myself anymore. I was pretty low. I looked in the mirror and I didn't even know who that guy was anymore, man. That was a tough time for me. But I realize now that I had to go to that place to survive. And I had to go to that place and survive to get to this place. You know, man? I had to go there to get here. Oh, did you? Just that one dismissive term, and then just leaving it hanging, just off on a vacant stare in return. Told the studio audience the tension is unbearable, occasionally breaking the stare to give the crowd the "who's this prick" look. But yeah, there's so many different me's, you know, there's happy me, angry me, and you do not want to see angry me. And I guess I was becoming this new me that you guys in the media had created, and you know, I get tired. Oh, did you, aye? It's like at school, remember at school, when somebody was talking shite, you could just counter their claims by going, ba-ba-ba. That's how I feel when I watch a celebrity chat. Did you? Some aspects of school life should have continued long into adulthood. That's number one on the list. When somebody's talking fucking nonsense, that should remain a valid retort. It made me laugh at 10, makes me laugh at 25. I'll laugh at that when I'm in my 80s. I'll be in a nursing home. There'll be some care worker saying, "Mr. Bridges, I hope you know your grandchildren, they're so excited to come and visit you on Sunday. Isn't that nice? They can't wait to come and see you. They're so excited to come and spend the whole day with you." And I'll be going, "Bah, bah, bah." It's been nice talking to you. We're going to get a special guest here. Don't know if you're might have a clue who that's going to be. A guy, he's flew in all the way from the United States of America for the DVD. A special guest. Ladies and gentlemen, it's his first time in Glasgow. Give it up, please, for Chad Hogan.
Good evening, Glasgow. Now, how many of y'all having an empty tonight? I want to know. Or more like getting an empty, it should be, right? But I've prepared a little like rap thing, not really, but it's 2 lines. Now, I got it, come on.
Do the beat.
Yeah, you got me?
In the club.
Now, have you heard the news? There's a party going round in Long Island for the weekend. Chad Hogan's parents are out of town. Do you know Chad Hogan? Everybody knows that man. I heard it's gonna be crazy. I heard he's hiring a band. Now, when I say spring, you say break. Spring. Spring. Woo! Spring break. Woo!
Chad Hogan. What a fucking guy. Ladies and gentlemen, take care of yourselves. Thanks for coming out.